today. From Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And the ball is knocked out.
Wentz on the keeper.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Working from the gun, Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And Jeffrey may be in some pain. It appears so. He's still down. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And coming off of an early season preseason open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mahomes firing complete, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 33. This is Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
First down, Eagles.
On first down, Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. And it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On first down, Sanders. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Chiefs nothing.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Field goal, a 37-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 10, Chiefs.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 5.
That one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
First and
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Carried by number 30.
The tackle made by Todd Davis. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Good.
7 yards there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Again, the ball carrier.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming.
Third and less than a yard.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And he's able to put it through. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. this is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Jalen Rager.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Jalen Rager was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Kansas City defense, tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it? Yeah. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mahomes now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they try the right side here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
Mahomes pass. Forced to the ground.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you,
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Watch out for Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Number 26.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 23.
And now here comes Kansas City. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
Now this one complete on the slant route. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that result.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And roll the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So that, Charles, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. He had the more standard receiving touchdown earlier. This time he finds the end zone in the run game.
Yeah, it's almost as if he said, well, that's how I normally do it. That's almost boring. Give me another opportunity. This time I'll use my legs only and get into the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Wentz. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8.
2-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Look at this, a tight end carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Wentz. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run, it's Sanders. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and quickly finding Rager. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. We're back now in KC.
16.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing is Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes, and going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to take another shot. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is Jakeem Grant. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And out come the Chiefs now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1 yard gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Tyreek Hill brings up.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a handoff looking right. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Another run with Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
3rd down.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
It's now 4th down.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hill on the return. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2. Just over 1:40 to play. Needing at least 40 yards, you'd have to think, to have a shot. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
2nd and 16. Back to throw, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. picked off by Avonte Maddox.
They'll take over.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They've thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So for Philadelphia, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on